Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello my dear students, I hope you are all doing well. Here we meet again for another session for Super Goal 4, my dear students in grade 8 level C. Yesterday I watched a good movie on TV. So it happened yesterday. That's past. But when I ask you, what were you doing yesterday at 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. So I'm talking about specific time. What were you doing? What I'm using here. Yesterday I watched a movie. At what time? You don't know. But yesterday at 7 p.m. I was watching a movie. That's what we call past progressive or past continuous. So today we are going to talk about actions that happened at a specific time in the past. So please make sure that you have your books, page 58, in which we are going to talk about the past progressive. What is the past progressive? What is the past progressive? The past progressive describes an action which was happening at a certain time. At a certain time in the past. Okay, for example, when I say, I was sleeping. I was sleeping. So I'm talking about specific time, a certain time when I was sleeping. He was sleeping, she was sleeping, it was sleeping. Talking about the plural, we were sleeping, you were sleeping, they were sleeping. So it's clear that we form the past progressive using was or were plus the ing form. Like was playing, was eating, were driving, were playing, and so on. For the negative, simply we can form the negative using not after was or were. So wasn't or weren't. Wasn't or weren't. Like I wasn't sleeping or you weren't sleeping. Okay, so for all these forms, we're talking about an action that was happening at a certain time in the past. For a question, what were you doing yesterday at 7 p.m.? Were you sleeping? So I can form the question using was or were. Was he sleeping? Was she sleeping? Were you sleeping? Were they sleeping? And of course the answer is yes or no. So yes I was, yes he was, she was, it was, or no we weren't, no they weren't, no I wasn't. Okay, so that's how we ask questions. Starting the question was or were, and the answer is yes or no. Talking about an action that was happening at a specific time. Okay, so that's how we form the past progressive. The past progressive also can be used in a sentence with when. Why do we need the word when? When is used to indicate that a longer and continuous action is interrupted. Like, for example, yesterday I was watching TV when my father came. I was watching TV, that's continuous, when my father came. So when here indicates that an action took a longer time. I was doing my homework when my friend called me. We were playing tennis when it started to rain. They were running home when the accident happened. So when here is used to join two actions together. One of them was continuous, so it took a longer time. And the other happened. The other happened. So it's past simple. Like, I was taking a shower. The telephone rang. Which of them took longer time? Sure, I was taking a shower. So I can join the two sentences together saying I was taking a shower when the telephone rang. What were you doing when I called you? When I called you, what were you doing? The action was happening. I was taking a shower. Another one, what were you doing? When your father came. When your father came, I was doing my homework. I was watching a movie. So the longer action is used in the in the past progressive. In the past progressive, was or were and ing. While the action that interrupted means happened to interrupt the other action, is used in the past simple. Let's look at the examples here. On the same page, on page 58, we have here some examples. Make sense using when, following the example. Jack, sleep, hear, noise. So I can say that Jack was sleeping when he heard the noise. Jack was sleeping, that's the longer action, when he heard the noise. Number one, Asma, cook dinner, electricity, go out. So the action which took a longer time is cooking dinner, while the other interrupted. Electricity, go out, remember to use the past. That interrupted. So the correct answer is, think about it, that Asma was cooking dinner, use the ing form, when the electricity went out, when it became dark. Think about number two, the people going home, continuous, fire start. So a longer action here, a shorter action there. So the answer is the people was or were. People. So where is the right answer? So the people were going home when the fire started. Number three, the workers leave building, elevator stop. One action took a longer time, leave the building, and another interrupted, the elevator stop. So the first one should be past progressive and the other past simple. It's the workers were leaving the building when the elevator stopped. Number four, Majid, look at trees. He see parrot. Look is a longer action. He was looking when he saw a parrot. So Majid was looking at the trees when he saw a parrot. Number five, the thief steal car, police arrest him. Police arrest him. So the action happened to interrupt what he was doing. So the thief was stealing the car when the police arrested him. And the last one, the students wait for bus, a longer action. Rain start, happened to interrupt. So the students were waiting for the bus when the rain started. That's how we join two actions using when. Move to another exercise in which we're going to practice the past progressive again. The guests arrived early. What were the Smiths doing when they arrived? Mr. Smith was mowing the lawn. Mrs. Smith, think about the answer. What was she doing? She was peeling potatoes. Grandfather was watching TV. Grandmother was cooking a turkey. Big brother was lifting weights. Big sister was talking on the phone. Little brother was working in the yard, and little sister was setting the table, making the table. Okay, so these actions were happening when the guests arrived. They took longer time to happen. more practice on this part. Here we're going to listen and match each conversation to a picture. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we need to match them to the pictures here. Ready? Make sure that you have your pens or pencils to listen and match. Let's start.
1. I was talking to a friend on the phone when the lights went out, so I just continued talking in the dark until they came on again. 2. We were having a business meeting over dinner. We were right in the middle of our meal. The waiters brought candles.
So let's do 1 and 2 together. Number 1, he said that he was talking on the phone. So, is it here? Yes, that's right. Number 2, they were having dinner and the waiter brought candles. Is it there? Great. Let's complete.
3. I was leaving the office. I work on the 30th floor, you know, so I walked down all those steps. When I got to the bottom, the lights went on again. 4. I was driving when the lights went out. I had to be very careful because none of the traffic lights were working, and I didn't want to have an accident.
So let's pause here and answer 3 and 4. Number 3 was walking down the stairs. Was walking down the stairs. So, is it here? Yes, that's right. Number 4, he said that the traffic lights were not working. The traffic lights here were not working. So, is it there? Yes, that's right. The last 2.
5. I was busy shopping. They turned on emergency lights in the supermarket, but I'm sure some people went out with stuff in their pockets and bags without paying for the things.
6. We were in class when there was a blackout. The problem was getting home. The subway wasn't running, so I had to walk for miles.
Okay, so we now listen to 5 and 6. Number 5, she was shopping, so it's clear that this picture is the right answer, while the last one was talking about being in the class when there was blackout, means that everything went dark. Yes, the 2 answers are right. Thank you so much for following us today. So we talked about the past progressive and how we use it to talk about incidents that was happening at a certain time in the past. Till we meet again, thank you everyone and goodbye.